Hey everyone, it's Nick and Ron with another edition of Ask Ron. How you doing today, Ron?
Oh, I'm good. We're sitting here in the middle of the Quick Start Real Estate School, taking a break to film these questions.
All right. Our first question is from Alex in New Jersey. Alex has 3 questions. Says, in order to obtain mortgage, some banks may make you buy the property in your name. Is there a way, once you buy the property, to transfer to an LLC?
Yes. Well, first of all, you're telling me you're going down and applying for a loan at a bank, which is a no-no, spanky for that one by itself. We do not guarantee debt on Planet Ron. If you are going to violate my rules, you are going to have to go get the loan in your own name, and there is nothing stopping you from putting it into a land trust the same day you close the loan. Even the bank can't stop you because they can't call the loan due when you put the property into a land trust. Now, you also, assuming this is not your residence we're talking about, you might want to, you should probably apply for the loan in an LLC and let the LLC be the borrower. Even though you'll have to personally guarantee it, it won't show on your credit report, nor do you have to report it on your financial statement if your LLC is the borrower and not you personally.
All right, his second question is, I have a tenant that does not move out, nor does he pay rent because that is what the system in New Jersey allows him due to COVID. However, the tenant agrees to buy the property on lease option fee 6%. The price I am selling is $350,000. At the moment, the house is free and clear. My plan is to pull money out that I had borrowed privately to buy the property for $215,000 by refinancing and/or private money lender. House is worth $350,000. What are the steps and documents necessary to make this happen?
All right. Well, first of all, you're probably not going to be able to go and get a loan on the property and pull the money out of it if you can't show you're collecting rent on it to cover the debt. The lender's just not going to lend you the money when there's no income coming in. Second of all, I don't understand what you talked about selling it to him. You certainly don't want to sell a property with owner financing to somebody who won't even pay you rent because they won't make the payment after you sell it to them either. I don't know what your 6% is. I don't know. What does that mean? 6% down, 6% interest, or what? You need to probably explain that a little bit clearer. But if the person in the house right now is not making you payments, you don't want anything to do with them. You don't want anything to do with them. You don't want to lease up. You don't want to leave them in there. And in fact, you better check with an attorney because there may be a way you can get them out of the house and you're just not aware of it. Don't listen to all the gossip that's all around you from people that aren't landlords telling you all kinds of crap that isn't true. Check with a good attorney and find out if you can continue with your eviction process right now and get these people out of that house. But I just don't think you're gonna, and no lender's gonna lend you the money if you don't have any income coming in on the house, in which you have to report because you can't show you're having income.
All right, Alex.
You can get a private loan on it, but that's just a temporary fix now. If I were you, I'd deal with the tenant first. And then, frankly, if it's cash you're looking to do, why not put the property on the market for sale once you get this tenant out of there? Because in this market, it probably will cash out quickly and at full price. And then you won't have to worry about going down personally guaranteeing a loan and violate everything I've ever taught you.
Alex's third question is, what are the steps to buy property in a land trust and all documents necessary to get that done?
It's on the Gold Club site, Alex. You got a warranty deed to the trustee, and then you got a trust agreement you go home and fill out, put in your filing cabinet. And there's tons of lessons on how to do that as well. In fact, I know there's an hour seminar I did right on the website where you can go learn how to do that exactly. The documents are right there for you to fill out. You can fill it out yourself. If you go fill out that warranty deed and go down and record it, the property's now in a land trust. So in other words, take the time to go get the education. It's right there for you, and it doesn't even cost anything.
All right, he asks if the trust agreement has to be recorded.
Trust agreement shall not be recorded. If you record the trust agreement, you're telling everybody who the beneficial interest is, and you're ruining one of the most important benefits called privacy.
All right, Ricky from Connecticut says, I am looking to sign a homeowner up for a lease option. We settled on a price of $576,000, which would be a great deal. The owner got back with me with objections below. What's the best response I can give her? Oh boy, this is long. All right. All the cards are on the table. Your deal offers me no protection. There's no obligation to buy my house at the end of the lease term. I could end up with a house destroyed by your tenants and have no way to become reimbursed for damages.
Well, first of all, if you're having a conversation with your seller, you talk too much and you went into seminar on what you're going to do and how you're going to lease it and get tenants in there and all of that, which is your first no-no. And so you created your own problem there by talking too much, diarrhea of the mouth. Secondly, your lease has an option in it, so I don't know whether she saw that option or not, but that gives you the right to buy it. No contract will force you to buy it. So you might bring that up to her. Look, if I didn't intend to buy it, I wouldn't go into it and take on the responsibility of taking care of this house and making you that payment every single month. Why would I want to do that? And so my intent is built right into the option. And as far as tearing the house up, that's something that I would ask her, well, what is it that you would like for me to do so you can feel comfortable? We're not going to tear the house up. Look, I'm going to be in charge of the house. I wouldn't put anybody in the house that I thought was going to tear it up, but if they tear it up, I'll fix it. And that's actually part of your lease option agreement, and it's already in writing. I'm not sure what I can do for you beyond that. And if you like the deal good enough, you could always put up a deposit to make her feel comfortable so she got some skin in the, or you got some skin in the game. Sounds like you got a big enough deal where you can make some really nice money.
All right, Richard from Pennsylvania says, having a seller agreeing to terms with 0 down, purchase price $90,000, having visited and researched the home and neighborhood, which is a coal mining region, only 500 families, no comps, low rentals, we have decided to take a pass. Is there ever a reason to take on a property just due to good price and terms that I am missing?
Well, I don't know. You didn't tell me what it was worth. You only told me they want $90,000 for it. You didn't tell me what the payment would be that you agreed upon. You didn't tell me what the potential rent is. In other words, you really didn't tell me anything. So now go back and give me the facts that anybody would need to analyze this situation and answer this question. Why would I want to buy this property? And remember, because you buy the property, you're not personally guaranteeing any debt. The worst can happen is you have to give the property back to the seller at a later date. That's the worst. But you know, it's a little cheap property. You're not going to make a killing on it as it is, but there might be 10 grand in it, upfront non-refundable option deposit on it. So just make sure you don't take the risk. But you don't, I just don't have enough information to give you a better answer than that.
All right, and last question from Rod. Rod in Florida says, Ron, what is the monthly lead, expense, and VA budget total on average?
There's nobody on the planet who has the answer to that question, Rod. That is totally up to you. There's so many things you can do to get leads that are absolutely free. I'd certainly start there. How much you want to spend beyond that is going to be on things like paid Facebook ads and the like, and different investors spend different amounts of money. Honestly, you don't even have to spend any money to go get some deals. There's, you know, I'm sitting here at the boot camp right now, and first day I spent half a day on how to go find deals, a lot of which requires no money. In fact, you ought to see a picture of my back window of my car. It says full price for your house and my phone number on it. How much does that cost? All right. How much does it cost you to put out road signs? How much does it cost you to call FSBO ads? So I think probably you need to spend more time and getting trained, a little money to get trained, and then you wouldn't be asking that question, which honestly borders on a foolish question to begin with.
All right, that's all the questions.
Okay, see you next week.